yeah. Hell yeah. What's up, guys? Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're all doing well. Got a little cooking to do today, some easy cooking. This is going to be an easy thing because it's something I do often. It's going to be easy to do. By the way, welcome, guys. Thank you all for being here. If it isn't too much trouble, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and while I'm getting started, I knew it. I pulled the sponge out of the. I pulled a fresh sponge before I smelled the one that was sitting here, just because I feel like it's getting there. I'm gonna wash a few of my cups here before we get started. I got a steak. I have an onion. I have a package of roasted garlic instant mashed potatoes. And I may or may not make a gravy. Honestly, I might just do the mashed, but I'm kind of just going for sustenance today and simplicity. Now stick with the two S's, sustenance and simplicity. I recorded a new shower talk for the Patreon, letting all the Patreon members know that the Secret Show streams are now going to be live streamed on YouTube. So the Patreon folks have been warned of the upcoming changes. And this is odd. This is odd at almost 3 minutes in that there's nobody yet. This is odd. Holy smokes! As I speak it, what's up, Blue Velvet? This is strange. This is abnormal. It's 10 degrees. That sucks, man. 10 degrees is pretty damn cold. I think here it is about, I think it's getting down to the neighborhood of about 29 tonight. Anyway, yeah, I released I have recorded a Patreon video. And now I realize why there's several shower talks that I've recorded and never got released, and I got to do some looking through all of my. I got to do some looking through all my hard drives and find the ones that didn't get released, because it takes so damn long. And I'm recording them on a cell phone. It takes so damn long for them to transfer from the phone to the drive, so I can download them on computer. So now I realize, like, man, I'm either gonna have to start running a cable from my computer to the which isn't far, and it's not hard to do, but it's just an extra step I don't want to really go through. It's just easier to just record a hard video on a phone. And if Patreon wasn't so ridiculous, Patreon's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous. It doesn't really allow you to upload long form videos from mobile. It doesn't allow that. One more thing it doesn't allow is if you have an iOS device and you're subscribing through that, it doesn't allow you to pay the same thing that other people do. If they like, it's weird. It's just going through some changes, and I'm realizing that my videos, my live streamed secret show releases they just do so much better. And yes, we are cooking. Welcome to you all. Please make sure to like the video. And I'm trying to combat it best I can, but I'm a little stressed. By a little stressed, I mean I'm very, very stressed about some upcoming changes in my life. It's a stressful thing, and it's inevitable. But I don't know, man. What could you do? I'll tell you what we could do. All right. So for ingredients, we've got everything I'm gonna need. Onion, instant potatoes, and a steak. Vacuum sealed steak. This steak has been sitting out for about, I don't know, 20 minutes, give or take. So it's probably at the temperature now that it needs to be for me to feel comfortable with seasoning it. If it's not much trouble, please click the like if you don't mind. Let's have a little word from our sponsors here real quick. And this is going to be a super easy, super quick stream. Gonna have this food, and then we're gonna get on with some Witcher. I feel like I'm getting closer to current as far as the quests. I really spent a lot of time fucking around with Gwent, which kind of allowed me to acquire more quests that I didn't get completed. But I'm going to try my damnedest. Thank you. I love records. That's maybe half of them. I have a lot of quests that just kind of fell by the wayside because I wasn't really prioritizing them and making sure that they got completed and getting caught up in one taking really, really long. So I'm trying to do quest push now. All right. Now, let's come in here and get everything started. And what's up, Pooter? I'm giving you guys the stationary view tonight because something this simple, I'm not going to bring in the whole iMac and all the extra cameras and cables and stuff. We're going to save that for later this week. I'm going to do a thing with some chicken thighs and some stovetop stuffing. Something I've never done before, I'm going to try. And just see how it works out. And yeah, gonna try that. See what happens. So first things first, I'm gonna get this steak opened up and on a plate to start drying out. Lemon knife. So here can unzip that steak and squeeze it out like toothpaste. I had to go to Dollar General this morning and get a thing of toothpaste because I needed that real bad. I'm really working extra hard to touch this thing right now. I did all right. Okay. Top. The vacuum sealer is greater than, dude. It's just a nice thing. I'm gonna soak that, let that be getting ready. And then ew, yuck, that onion's bad. I smelled it the second I cut it open. That was not a good onion. In fact, I'm gonna get this nasty juice off of this knife. Ugh. Rotten in the middle. Should have showed it to you, but ugh, yuck. Yeah, so that onion was bad. Hopefully this one's in better shape, which it seems to be. Here's get some of these. Try to get some of this skin off of it first before I go cutting. Because once I go cutting, I don't want to have to deal with these little itty bitty shards of onion skin, which I might not be successful in pulling that off. Literally and figuratively. You know what? Not worth it. So that's a good onion. chop. Get this fucker peeled here. There we go. It's already starting to get into my eyeballs and I can feel it strong. I'm leaving these a little bigger because I want them to be easy to wrangle up with my fork when the time comes to eat them. All right, onions are chopped. The tears are limited, hardly any. But I am going to turn some heat on this pan right here. Medium heat, you all know the rule. If you're cooking any higher than medium, you really don't need to. As far as the butter, I'm going to use butter, but also maybe just butter this time. I need to get some more bacon and make some fresh bacon grease because knob of butter into the pan. Wait, where is it? Yeah. Knob of butter into the pan. I'll put the onions in there shortly. And I'll have to decide whether or not I want to make a gravy with the taters. I might just once I make the potatoes, I actually know exactly what I'm going to do. When I make the onions, I'm going to take some water and put some water in the pan just to pull all of that onion flavor off the bottom of the pan, and use that as the water that I make the mashed potatoes with. And that'll be fine. That'll give the same aesthetic, because all gravy is something to flavor the taters with. So long as there's flavor coming from there, I'm fine with that. What's up, Emo? What's up, Pooter, Beer, Satrack, Velvet? Hell yeah. It's fun watching people cook, man. Cooking is a thing that I think everyone should know how to do, at least on a minimalistic, basic level. Like, everyone should know how to fry an egg. And honestly, breakfast is a really nice place to start, because breakfast food is very forgiving for the most part. Like eggs, if you fuck them up, okay, well now they're scrambled. Like, you can just low heat. I got a nice little layer of butter I can smell on the bottom of that pan. So it's already melted nice. I'm gonna go ahead and drop them onions in there, and then we'll get these utensils in. This is your daily reminder that when you are cooking, it really helps you a lot to clean as you go, because it usually takes you less than a minute to clean the thing that you made dirty. Less than a minute of time. And then it's like it was never there at all. Treat it like the campground. You know what they say? Leave it better than you found it. Do that. That's what I like to do. Cutting board clean. That way there's no mess. You don't have to walk out in the kitchen and see a mess. It doesn't bother me to see a mess. It bothers me to see a mess that I am responsible for. If I'm responsible for the mess, I'm cleaning it immediately because it will bother me to think, oh no, I'm responsible for this mess and I don't want that to be the case. Give them a nice little toss around in that butter. Get them separating. That big guy. Come on, big guy. Separate. Had a crazy dream last night. Crazy dream that my truck, I don't know why, I was at the Surf Shack, which was a bar in Myrtle Beach that my guitar player Adam Justice owned. And what's weird is that though I was very close with Adam, I wasn't hanging out with him during the time that he had the Surf Shack. I wasn't friends with him like that when he had that bar. And I never hung out there but like once or twice. And man, I went to back into a spot because I'm that guy. I usually back into spots. I went to back into a spot and I was trying to hit my brakes to stop. And it was like my truck wasn't stopping. I just kept backing into the spot, and then I ended up backing through this wooden fence and being like, oh shit, and then just looking my driver's side mirror. I don't have one on my truck. The driver's side mirror is fucked up. I have one, the adapter to clip it in is, I don't know, it's something stupid that I need to fix, but I never think about it until I'm in my truck, and that's a bad time to remember. Anyway, I was backing up, and there was nothing I could do about it. It was uncontrollable. And I ended up backing up somehow onto a highway or onto a road. And then I'm just trying to drive through my mirrors, and then eventually I get to where I'm on a cliff, to where I'm like, my truck is backing off into a cliff, but as I realize I'm falling, I jump out of my truck onto the other side, so my truck falls down and I get out. And then somehow I ended up with my family, and my family seemed really careless, they just didn't give a fuck or whatever. I was trying to explain to them what happened, and they just didn't care at all. It was almost like, yeah, this was your fault, you did this. And zero sympathy at all as to hey, it wasn't me. My brakes were not, I was doing everything that I could do. I was pressing the button that is supposed to stop the truck. It was the truck that was faulty. Something was wrong with the thing that I was in. I did everything right on my end. I do this every day. I hit brakes and my truck stops every day. I did this the right way. Why are you putting this on me? And it kind of gave me, I woke up feeling resentful. I don't know, I just woke up and feeling worthless and just resentful. The steak dry enough now to take some seasoning. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a weird dream. And I rarely dream anymore. I hardly ever dream. I was dreaming my ass off last night. And that was such a strange dream to have. I don't know what it means. I mean, I have an idea of what it could mean, but all right. These onions got some nice color in there on them now. Come on. Get back in there. So I'm going to bless them with some minced garlic. If I can get this damn jar open. About that much garlic. And of course, pinch of salt, a couple brines of pepper, and these onions now. Pull that heat down between 2 and 3. And salt, pepper to steak. Pat that salt and pepper into the steak. Flip it. Put salt and pepper the other side. Crazy dream. Yeah. Onions got a nice color in them. Oh, I lost a lot that time. Shit. That was rare. Rare losing more than one piece string. Okay. Go out here and put the grill on. You guys can hang tight and keep an eye on the onions while I go do that. What? Shall be fooling around about my onions. I'll be fooling around about my onions. Okay. Gonna cool them off a little bit with a little bit more butter. Give the grill a couple more minutes. Yeah, those onions are nice. Let's go have another let's go have another word from our sponsors while the grill's getting hotter. Yeah, dude. The first heat of the year, turning the heat on for the first time of the year last night, did make my smoke alarm go off, and it freaked me out. I jumped up and ran out of here like they were giving away free chicken in the kitchen. I was like, oh no, holy shit, I smell fire. Oh no, it's just the heat coming on for the first time of the year. And then the smoke detector started going off and my brain went, oh no, it's not that. Oh no, the place is on fire. Quick word from the sponsors here. And also, I watched a video last night about the original recipe of Coca-Cola Classic from 1889. Someone made it, and I was like, man, I could go for a Coke Classic. I need a toothpaste anyway. So while I was at the Dollar General, I got myself a deal on a Coca-Cola Classic and a strawberry Fanta. I was going to try not to do so many soft drinks this year, but my life is falling apart. So I'm going to drink the fucking soft drink, okay? My life is in shambles. My life is falling apart. $11.11, make a wish. All right, guys. Them onions is as ready as they gonna get. Well, not as ready as they're gonna get because they're not coming out quite yet. I am gonna pull them all over to one side and here. Let's go. It's that cold outside. Steak down. All right. My life's not falling apart. Just gonna have to deal with an issue that I thought was sometime down the road and isn't. Sometimes you just, here's my biggest issue in my own life is expectation. I set expectations and I shouldn't. I shouldn't set expectations because life isn't about that. What I'm gonna do, Worcestershire and them onions. The edge there. Oh, that smells so nice. I love the way Worcestershire sauce smells when it's cooking. So, one thing that I need to do here is this plate, honestly, is dry enough for what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to go ahead and take these onions out of the pan and get them onto the plate. And I'm going to put some water in this pan. I'm going to need about 2 cups, right? 2 cups of water. And if it's more than 2 cups, I can always cook this water down. Now I'm going back up on halfway on that. So what I'm doing here is I got all the juice in the bottom of this pan. All of the goods that's down there on the bottom of the pan. I'm going to use this water to use that water to make my mashed potatoes with. But before I make the mashed potatoes with them, I'm gonna flip that over. Before I make the mashed potatoes with the water, I'm gonna use the bottom of the pan, all that flavor down there. And I'm gonna try to, best I can with my fork, to scrape a lot of that flavor off the bottom with said water. I'm actually going to go more than halfway on the heat there. So that's a thing that's gonna happen, at least, more than halfway. Best I can tell. Everybody. Have to go cook the steak again in a second. I'm starving. Me too, buddy.
Yeah, try to do it all day. Hey everybody, how's it going?
There's Marvin.
Hello.
This is my first meal too.
I don't want to reach over your food here, but I gotta turn this on.
Do your thing, buddy. I think there's a 450 button in it. Or a 425 button.
400.
Now's probably a good time to go flip that steak around. I can keep it on the fucking heat. The heat is hard to come by. And it's probably cooking slower because it is very cold outside. So it may end up cooking a bit slower. But there's nothing you can really do about that when it's that cold out there. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Was a good episode for the soundboard, yes. Now the bottom of that pan's starting to yield some good enough water for them taters. Yeah, when you're already in the playoffs, you don't have to play anybody. And rest everybody for the playoffs.
That's right.
Same thing happens in college. If your team's not in the playoffs and you're going to enter the NFL draft, why would you give a shit in the last game? If it's not for a ring, who cares? Why would you? Water's starting to boil. I'm going to bring the heat back down to halfway. And then in another like 2 minutes, I'm going to go pull the steak or flip it to the other side. Not even 2 minutes, probably. And even though there's a lot of seasoning in this water from whatever it pulls off the bottom of the pan from the onions and the garlic, probably still gonna need to season the taters still. Down. And Let's go ahead and go flip the steak around. All of your exes live in Texas? Well, fuck them. Hell with them. Yeah, so the grill usually pumps up around 500. That was a nice flip. See, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut the gas off. And then just go inside and grab the plate. Always ribeye. Always ribeye. In my opinion, it's the best cut. It's better than all the rest. Now, let me get the plate. That water is being fine. Always a ribeye. The New York, my dad likes New York strip, but I'm not a big fan of that big fat, that big strip of fat on the back. Hell yeah. And plus this comes out all right. Every time. The ribeye has enough fat in it to like kind of cook the steak in its own fat, which is nice. I like that. And once again, cook as clean as you go. I'm gonna leave you less to do later. My dad cooks his steak like I do, on the grill. Hot, but he likes his well done. And I do not. If it's well done, I gotta put all kinds of shit on it. And there was a time when that was how I would get them every time. But after a while, I realized that the actual flavor of the meat was better than the flavor of the condiments on it. Okay, so put the water in first. There's 2 cups of water. Alright, I'll put the rest of this mess. I'll deal with it later. Two cups of water. Cut that off. Stir in these potatoes. Start stirring before you start pouring. And then just little by little, I'm going to dump them all in here at once. Just add them a little bit at a time. And slowly, it will become the consistency of mashed potatoes. salt. Okay. And I'm gonna hit it even with a little bit more garlic. And another little knob of butter. Butter can go back. Getting the butter in there incorporated. And you end up with a decent mashed potato. But we're not done there. Because there is a little juice on this plate. That I'm going to put in there. Bottom of it. Yield it all the juice that we can from the steak that we want to. I'm mixing that in with these tables. Then we can take some paper towels and leave the stove better than we found it. Campsite rolls. That's fair enough. And then this could be a proper thing. People are scared to use stainless steel. Look at how dirty this thing is. Just super quick. Watch this shit. All you need is this guy right here. Full steel wool. And it doesn't take much effort. And you see, I haven't really wiped it much. And look, it's already like a world better. And then we're gonna go ahead and have this thing clean. That way while we're eating, all we'll have is our bowl and plate. And their utensils. And we're going to go back into the office, into the studio, into the bedroom where no magic happens. That's clean. And that's that. Get that knife when I get back. And here, first, let's take you guys back here, and then I'll come back for the food.
Unfortunately, the translations of the texts are not. So they misrepresent the text. Often what he did was he took a 19th century translation and he massaged it so that it.
All right, I'll be right back, y'all.
And that's a pity. So
Let me go grab
and they help us to sift out the wheat from the chaff.
I gotta grab the food.
A lot of skeptics
BRB.
with this drive to criticize anything that's not mainstream. Occasionally what they do is they let go of a really good idea, which deserves investigation and which the human species could benefit from. And that's my feeling is, we're this amazing species, we've developed all this science. Why are we so ready to let go of wonderful ideas?
Well, it's also fascinating to me that because of what Sitchin has been sort of criticized for, people now ignore the stuff that's absolutely undeniable, like the actual stone tablets themselves, the clay tablets, where you can see depictions of the solar system.
All right.
Somehow or another, these people from 6,000 plus.
I'm so confident this is gonna be good. I just brought it in here. I don't have any way to season it any extra or anything like that.
Order, the planets in the right place. Like they somehow or another knew that Jupiter was bigger than Mars. They knew these things in some weird way. And
Yep.
we don't know why. We don't know how. Also, the caduceus representing the double helix of the DNA. That's a really fascinating concept too. That the caduceus is
Ow.
the medicine and it's used to.
Damn.
It's just he had some really interesting points. Zechariah did. So it's kind of too bad.
And I don't know why.
I think what any of us should do when we're exploring the deep and hidden mysteries of the past is to go to a lot
This damn video I took is still exactly where it was.
but try to bring it all together. And in a way, that's what I've tried to do in my.
It's still exactly where it was when I tried it and uploaded it
It's just so hard because it's
3 hours ago.
you go with the crazy story.
Actually, longer than that has been trying to upload.
Telling it's so fun, very compelling story. I mean, if we found
Dude, running a fucking channel and shit is so aggravating sometimes, dude.
like I've always said this,
Like,
if we found like a jellyfish on the moon,
other than live streaming,
you know, there's
everything else kind of sucks.
things at the bottom of our
The whole process of uploading and
in the
making sure everything is at a certain
And then the other issue is like,
whatever the fuck,
but the other
it's very annoying.
of entities that the encounters with entities. Anybody who's smoked DMT will know that, as I have, as you have, that will know that you can include entities in the DMT state, and they do communicate with us. And there's a lot of parallels with the ETs or the aliens as they described in modern UFO abduction accounts. And Strassman,
Good steak.
You know, Rick got sick
Can taste the char.
a couple of times. We're trying to reschedule it now,
Yeah.
but he had some pretty serious health issues. We had a date scheduled out, but I love that guy. I had a chance to sit down with him a couple of times and talk to him.
And of course, you presented DMT as
Yeah, he's brilliant, and he's so important to me because I remember when I did it, I was so confused. I mean, to me, it was like my first DMT experience changed everything I thought about the world, and I immediately didn't give a shit about aliens anymore.
Right.
Like it was almost instantaneous. Like
Yes.
before that, I was like, Roswell, they got the shit, man.
Yeah.
It's in a hangar. But what I encountered doing DMT was so spectacularly alien.
Yes.
A pedestrian concept of something that looks like a person but has a bare head
Yeah.
and large eyes.
And high tech. Yeah.
It was weird and cool as it would be if it was real. It was nothing. I mean, literally nothing.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, dude, it's an annoying process to go through. Just getting like, I don't know. Live streaming is great. This is awesome. Because all I have to do is, put a title in, Description's already ready to go. And that's that. But when I'm trying to just like I have now, granted, it is a 34-minute video, but it has been plugged into a power source, so it's not running low in power. It's been connected to the Wi-Fi. No other apps are running. I turned it off the whole time. I turned it off the whole time I was in, or let it sleep, rather. It was still powered on. It's just not... See, now it says upload pause for one item. Resume, please. For the love of God, resume. This is making me legitimately angry. And to be honest, I'm kind of having flashbacks. I believe this has happened before. I believe that this has happened before, to where I have had shower talks that I've recorded and had every intention of uploading to the Patreon. But Patreon doesn't allow me to upload long form videos from mobile. It will only allow you to do that from PC. The problem is unless you record the video on your PC, it's impossible. It's damn near impossible to get the fucking video to just upload itself to the cloud. It's connected to a solid Wi-Fi. And you know what? I'll even do it one better. I'll turn the Wi-Fi off. I'll even put it on airplane mode. How about that? The only other thing connected to Wi-Fi, other than this streaming, but this was uploading for like 3 hours before I started this stream. What's up, Cassia? Just complaining about tech. The obvious thing to do would be well, let me see here. But even then, if I upload it to YouTube, YouTube won't let me download an uploaded video until like 24 hours later. So that doesn't really help. This is so frustrating, man. so damn frustrating. I really don't know what to do. I don't know, dude. My life's falling apart. Why does everything gotta fuck up all at once? This is so frustrating. To catch you up, the thing I'm pissed about, I recorded a video on my iPhone 7. Now, I can log into my iCloud account on my desktop, and that's how I download videos that I record on my iPhones. This has been a foolproof method the whole time. It always takes a little bit for the video to upload to the cloud. That always takes a little time. But the problem is that this has been sitting here after being recorded. And the reason that I use this one is because it's a shower talk. The obvious thing would be like, oh, just use a better camera. But this is the only one that I wouldn't care if it got wet and ruined. I wouldn't care if this did that. And I'm recording a shower talk, so I turn the Wi-Fi off and back on, and the little blue line, the loading line, just is not moving at all. I started recording this thing at about 8:30. So it's literally been trying to upload for like 3 hours now. Because if I go to Patreon here and I want to just upload video is too long, please select a smaller clip from this video. That's fucking dumb. And not only that, but it said see, it's showing up on my iCloud drive here. But but it's not showing up anywhere else. Like, why is it available here on my files but not elsewhere? I mean, is this thing... I don't get what's happening here. I don't get it. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do to change it. It's showing up. I added it to files. It's showing up there. On the phone, but it's just not showing up there on the computer. And it's really driving me up a fucking wall, dude. My biggest pet peeve on earth is things that are designed to do a certain task failing to do that task. I hate that worse than anything. I really don't get it. I wonder if I plug...
Whoa. How about a warning next time, dude?
What if I plug my phone in and use iTunes or something? You know what? Sure, let's download an update. Trying something. Now I'm just looking through folders. And I think these are only JPEGs. Oh, did I get it? I know this is tremendously boring for you guys to watch. No, it's not letting me do that either. Wow. At least I have a delicious ribeye and some onions in front of me. I've already eaten all of the mashed potatoes, or mashed potatoes. Oh man. Yeah, I don't get it. I can't transfer it digitally. It won't read it digitally. I can't even transfer it from a hard file, like a hard wire. I can't even transfer it since it's hardwired in. This is literally insane.
Whoa. How about a warning next time, dude?
Prepare it for a Google Drive. Let's see if Google Drive's better. I mean, we heard that, but is it true though? I'm honestly just looking for any way to I'm looking for any way to get this fucking 34-minute video. A reoccurring feeling in my life lately has been defeat. Just being defeated. And succumbing to whatever is going to happen. Like, all right. Fuck, all right. All right. If this is how it is, then this is how it is. Guess I'll just have to figure something else out. Because this obviously isn't going to work. All right. I hear you. I hear you, Shane. I know how you feel. But that being said, it's after midnight. I've fucked with this video for too goddamn long, and it's just making me madder and madder. Just know, and this is mainly for, I guess, Jason, because I think Jason is, I don't know, I honestly, I don't know if any of you, I know Jason's been a patron for a long time, and I'm sure some of you, some other guys in here are also in the Patreon. Just know that I'm really trying to get content out to you guys. Like, I'm really, really trying to get content released to you guys. And it's just at every turn, I'm just being met with resistance at every turn. I just don't know what to do. And I know you understand, Jason. I just think that um, I guess I'm more worried about people feeling like they're being ripped off. I don't want people to feel like they're being ripped off. Like that's not what I'm trying to do here at all. And the reason I'm so adamant about making sure that I don't do that is because my mother was a fucking con artist. And my mother would rip people off knowingly and with the intention of ripping them off. And that makes me very, very sad to think that someone could think about me the way that other people have thought about my mother after she's ripped them off. So I go above and beyond to try and ensure that I'm not taking advantage of anyone in any way. This is just really frustrating to me that at every turn, like I'm trying to upload it to the Google Drive and it's just not going. Uploading it to the drive's not going. Oh, this thing's actually moving now. Is it actually going in? Okay, hold on. We might be getting somewhere. Because if so, I don't think I'm going to edit this video at all. I think, oh no. I talked too much and it went right back down to where it was. The little blue line like shot all the way across and it was like going so fast and I was like, okay, this is good. And then all of a sudden it just stopped and went right back to that little itty bitty blip that it was. Good Lord, this is frustrating, y'all. Dude, seriously though? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause that item. I'm going to shut this phone down. I'm going to power it off. I'm also going to okay. Yonder Live number 295. 24. My life is falling apart. Less Witcher about it. Let's escape. And Witcher about it. All right. Why is it not? It's not allowing me to. Why? What is going on? What the fuck is going on here? It changed the title to everything except for YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna change this title anyway. Frustrating day. Let's escape and Witcher about it. Apparently, YouTube will resort back to the previous title if the current title is longer than 100 characters. All right, I restarted this phone. I'm going to give it time to connect to the Wi-Fi here. It's connected to the Wi-Fi. Let's open up these. Loading. Updates paused. Let's resume on that. For the love of Pete, resume. In a perfect world, the second I clicked resume right then, this little blue bar would have just nudged just enough to show me that it's doing something. But it is not there yet. And it would show up here. Oh my God, it's finally in my, okay, it's in the files now. Fucking finally. That was so frustrating, dude. Okay, and it's looking like all right. That's good a damn enough right there. All right, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a break for a minute. I got to go in there and wash these dishes and put this away. I'm going to get this video uploaded to Patreon. And fucking finally. And then I'm going to come back. Oh, shit. I just saw we had a super chat. Where did that come from? Thank you for that. Oh, it's probably easier to look at here. Hans. Thanks, buddy. Thank you so much, Hans. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. Thank you. But yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go wash these dishes real quick. Come back in here, get this thing, get this thing finally uploaded. And this is in. Oh, it saved it in disk D. I see. I'm just going to put Shower Talk's number because I don't know what number it is yet. I'll have to look and see. Library. We got to scroll down pretty far to get to the last shower talk because it's been a while. Number 19, so this is number 20. Okay. Number 20. All right, I got that saved. All right, I'm gonna go wash these dishes. I'll be back in a minute, y'all. We're gonna play some games. Come back for that one. I'm gonna be in a different mood because I'm gonna smoke all of the green tea, and it's gonna be okay. So, all right, roll tide, everybody. I'll see y'all back here in a little bit.